is Mardi Gras and why did you choose it as a name for your band?
The whole story started 20 years ago with the idea of bringing something like a New Orleans-style marching band to Europe. And Mardi Gras is the climax of the traditional carnival in New Orleans, and it's the hottest day of the year, and many people prepare for this day, make their costumes and stuff very caringly. So this is a great day of joy, and this is why we started calling us Mardi Gras.bb. Yeah.
We have found that BB doesn't really mean brass band. It's true?
Yes, it's true. There's several explanations and several rumors about the BB, what it could mean. If you look at the pencils in America, the Caran d'Ache, and there's a certain type of pencil that's written on it BB, and it's the one that's really greasy, soft, and fat as you just can't beat it. It doesn't get any fatter. So this is the BB. It means double bold.
Your band is born at the beginning of the 90s, just after a trip in Louisiana. Could you explain how this trip inspired you to create the band?
Initially, it wasn't me. It was the Reverend, the sousaphone player, who spent some time in New Orleans, and he saw all the great brass bands down there, like the Rebirth Brass Band and the Dirty Dozen Brass Band and Olympia Brass Band and stuff like that. And he returned to Germany, to our hometown, to Mannheim, with the idea of starting something that was inspired by the spirit of the New Orleans brass bands. And this was when he called me. He knew me from before as a musician with a big record collection and quite a fable for southern states sort of music. And so he asked me to develop a concept for that. And this is how it started.
How the meeting with Gordon Friedrich have changed your career?
It changed our career really a lot. It was like at a race, when you start the race with a pistol fire. It was when we met Gordon, it was like the whole story really began to put on some pace, and everything really got some structure and some direction. And very quickly after this, we got a contract with Universal Jazz Records for 3 years, which was quite a big blow in the very beginning, yes.
Which is the country where you feel most at home? We know that you are very popular in France, for example.
I believe that maybe if you go on the streets and you ask like 1,000 people selected by random, and you ask 1,000 people in France and 1,000 people in Germany, I think you will find much more people who know about Mardi Gras.bb in France than in Germany. But interestingly, if you look at the record sales, it's the other way around, yeah.
You are a big band. Who used to write the songs?
I used to write the songs from the very beginning. This was my job. This was the agreement. This is why the Reverend called me, yes.
And what do you tell in your song?
It's very diverse. All the records are very, very diverse, and they have like different topics. There's some records that are more like political records with even political songs, such as Dark Days, which was inspired by the Iraq War or stuff like this. But there's also some funny stories that I tell, just like average storytelling about certain characters and stuff. It's very diverse. It can be political, it can be storytelling, it can be at times even just fun. Yeah.